I think we are going to see very beautiful march pasts. We are going to have women that are so joyful to parade in front of the First Lady that yesterday decided to come out producing and condemning femicides. The First Lady has equally shown her concern on women. So I think today we are going to see something special and something different.
Thank you. We all look forward to seeing that. We are curious. We are anxious to see that here. Belinda, but you've mentioned of something which is very peculiar about the insistence of the head of state on making women leaders and not followers in the country. On the 31st of December 2025, during his end-of-year speech to the nation, the president said women and youth, and he underlined the women, that he is going to make them be part and parcel, and we'll even look forward to seeing close to equal representation. On the 10th of February, that is on the eve of the Youth Day, he came back to it. He insisted that women are going to be special in his current 7-year mandate. So we don't look forward to seeing anything short of what has been repeatedly, with insistence, said by the head of state. Martin Noël.
Kylian Dadifon, vous faites bien de le rappeler. Le président de la République n'a de cesse de le rappeler. Ce mandat est celui des femmes et des jeunes. Et je peux vous le dire, le réseau More Women in Politics vient avec une innovation cette année et on va certainement le voir ici au boulevard du 20 mai. Désormais, ce n'est plus seulement plus de femmes et de filles et de dames en politique, c'est également plus de jeunes en politique pour accompagner cet engagement du chef de l'État, et ça, les femmes l'ont bien compris. Et le chef de l'État n'a pas fait que parler, Kylian. Il a également manifesté à travers des actes. Et l'un des actes importants, c'était la nomination, quelques semaines après son discours de prestation de serment, oui.
Yes, the Procureur General.
La nomination du procureur général près la Cour suprême, Madame Sengelan. Et il y a de quoi garder espoir. Et on va le dire, il y a tellement de femmes compétentes et de jeunes compétents au Cameroun. Et le chef de l'État saura bien sûr faire confiance à tout cela. Il y en a même déjà énormément, que ce soit dans les structures d'État, dans les projets et même parmi nos membres du gouvernement. Il y a des femmes capables que vous avez citées tout à l'heure et bien des jeunes aussi. La première dame, vous l'avez mentionné, Belinda Djoubenogo, a fait une sortie où elle a dénoncé fermement les féminicides dont sont victimes nos filles et nos femmes. Et je le disais à l'entame de cette retransmission en direct, en un mois, 19 féminicides enregistrés. Allez voir combien il y en a eu cette année. La première dame, Madame Chantal Biya, exige et fait un plaidoyer. La femme a le droit d'être protégée et traitée avec respect et considération. Et je note surtout cette phrase: la femme n'est pas un objet à la merci de l'homme.
Exactly.
Madame Makota Isabelle, directeur de la promotion économique des femmes au ministère de la promotion de la femme et de la famille, le ministère de la promotion de la femme et de la famille qui a piloté la semaine consacrée à la femme, parce que ce que nous allons voir ici n'est que l'apothéose de plusieurs semaines de travail et d'activités intenses. Alors, comment est-ce qu'on peut évaluer l'intégration économique des femmes aujourd'hui, que ce soit dans le secteur informel ou bien d'autres secteurs?
Merci pour cette question. Il faudrait relever qu'aujourd'hui, on ne parlera plus de l'intégration économique de la femme parce que les femmes sont bien évidemment intégrées dans l'économie puisque ce sont elles qui nourrissent au quotidien nos familles, depuis la femme en milieu rural qui est déjà qui est la mère de l'humanité, comme on le dit souvent, et qui est celle-là qui permet qu'au niveau urbain et même mondial, nous ayons chaque jour de quoi manger dans nos plats. Alors que ce soit celle du secteur informel, parce qu'aujourd'hui la femme se retrouve dans le secteur informel de manière majoritaire, mais un secteur qui contribue énormément à l'économie nationale. Bien évidemment, le ministère de la promotion de la famille, de la femme et de la famille, en collaboration avec les autres sectoriels, travaille à faire sortir cette catégorie du secteur informel pour le secteur formel. Parce que c'est toujours bien d'être encadré par la loi et de pouvoir bénéficier de tous les accompagnements nécessaires pour être bien formés. Alors aujourd'hui, les statistiques le démontrent. Bien qu'il y ait toujours un grand travail à faire, nous avons énormément de femmes chefs d'entreprise aujourd'hui, environ 42%. Et dans le secteur des micro-entreprises, elles sont également très nombreuses. Pour dire que la dynamique économique de la femme aujourd'hui n'est plus à démontrer dans notre pays.
Yes, Dr. Chonko Leon, you've heard how Madam Makota is saying that women are competent, that their economic situation is getting better. And the problem that we have, you are a man, working technical advisor number 2 to the Minister of Women's Empowerment and the Family. The problem is men generally are the ones who made it not possible for women to come up to where they are. What is the role that men are playing to bring women up to what they should be in society?
Thank you very much for this for the question. I would like to start by saying that we should remind that we are in a patriarchal society. All our traditions are in favor of men. Our tradition put the men in front of everything. So what are we doing? What are we doing to put men and women at the same level? Actually, we educate, we sensitize, we work with traditional leaders, we work with the chiefs, so that they should be able to, to talk to the young ones, to educate the community, so that women should also have the place. We know that men are the one in a certain level, the one not allow women to advance. But now with the new system, with the new deal, with the new engagement, men are now working. We are educating men to take over and help women to grow.
Thank you so much. At this moment, the security kit is being removed from the boulevard in front of the grandstand, which means arrivals are guests of honor. Mrs. Chantal Bia, who is going to preside over this ceremony, is the one person who will arrive here and the ceremony will start, and that will be any moment from now. And when we look at what we see in the grandstand and what we're also going to see displayed along the street here when the march past proper starts is the colors that we have, green and orange colors. We're going to ask one of you to tell us, but when I did my small research on this color, I saw that it represents nature, it represents growth, it represents renewal, regeneration and balance. Orange, on the other hand, it shows brightness, it shows energy, it generates enthusiasm and attracts attention. Now, I should have asked a lady, but since Mr. Panje hasn't yet said anything at any moment from now, talk to us about these colors and then talk about especially justice, because it's one of the words that come out one of the words that comes out from the theme. Just right, justice, all for ladies, rights all for ladies, for women and girls. Tell us the situation, the legal situation that we have now.
You see, this year's celebration is very peculiar in that it touches on the very fabric on which Cameroon is constructed. And when we talk on the fabric on which Cameroon is constructed, we go back to the theme, which talks about rights, justice, and action. And as concerns justice, what should we, men, perpetrators, policymakers, and so give to the woman to justify that justice is at her doorsteps? Is that at the national level, Cameroon has very good and explicit laws. These laws are there to protect the rights of the woman. And the rights of the woman is not just that she is there to bring forth children, but she has right to live, right to work, right to health, right to education. And these rights...
Right to ownership of property, of land.
Exactly. To tell a man no. And other rights. You get the point? So, as per justice.
Yes, particularly talking about justice, we have vision, legal provision.
Please say that the Penal Code of Cameroon in its Article 275 talks on murder, and Article 276 talks about capital murder. Whosoever kills, they don't need to know your motive, because the law talks of mens rea and actus reus. That's the intention and the action. Your punishment is life imprisonment.
What happens that we are not seeing that? Let Dr. Chonko complement that.
What I wanted to add on what you just asked. Yes, we have a good law in our country, but the feminicide is still growing, it's still continuing. Law alone enough to change. We need law, but we need action. That's why we say right, justice, and action. Law are there, we have good laws, but we need action. Action is from where? Who is supposed to act? Community. We should educate our children to respect their sister and so on.
Education is going on. What we're asking now is, as you have said, we have the symbol of justice is someone blinded. Why don't we use that blind nature of the symbol to, give, as he said, capital punishment to those perpetrators?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. We have the law, as you said, but the problem is that law alone would not be enough to change. It goes with our education. We are in a patriarchal society. We should educate our population so that they should not. There are law for thieves, but they're still stealing.
Yes, I get that, but we cannot use that as an excuse. The other day we were with your minister in charge of women's empowerment and the family, and she advanced that that's not enough, that you are working on a specific law to handle this. What is it about? Can you let us know?
The preliminary draft bill on gender-based violence. And then, as the minister said, even on TV yesterday during the newscast, that we are really advanced. This law is going to address gender-based violence, because we saw that it is true the penal code sanctions people, but we needed something that will really talk and handle cases of other partner ministries, and we are really advanced at that level.
Madame Makota, Isabel, this is where the problem is. You are in charge of women's economic empowerment. We think that if you empowered women sufficiently, we will not have some of these things, because women will be autonomous, they will do their things, and of course, we will not have some of these things where a woman has to sit under a man maltreating her, and then it gets to a point where she has to lose her life. How are you empowering these women? Are you doing enough in the ministry?
Alors, vous avez donné Vous avez posé la question et vous avez également donné la réponse. Parce que pour lutter véritablement contre les violences faites aux femmes, il faut que la femme soit économiquement autonome. Ça, c'est une base. Il faut partir de là. C'est vrai que même celles qui sont économiquement autonomes subissent déjà des violences, mais à un autre degré.
OK.
Et Belinda Doubenogo, dans quelques instants, la première dame va arriver ici là. Elle est attendue. Tout le dispositif est déjà prêt et toutes les femmes invitées, attendues, sont déjà ici au boulevard du 20 mai. Nous parlions justement de Madame Sengelan que nous voyons et que vous pouvez aussi voir à l'écran, à côté d'une autre femme compétente, la secrétaire d'État auprès du ministre de l'Éducation de base, hier à la CRTV avec Madame le ministre de la Promotion de la Femme et de la Famille qui était invitée des journaux du soir, 19h30 et 20h30. Et elle a particulièrement apprécié la sortie de Madame Chantal Biya, la présidente fondatrice des synergies africaines, qui a dénoncé et qui a condamné fermement les féminicides qui sont perpétrés à l'endroit des femmes. Dites-nous à ce